Hello, how are you, Amanda? SEINT artist. We're going to do our makeup, SEINT cream-based 3D foundation, but we are going to talk about SEINT's summer sale. Now, when I first heard about this, I've known that this sale was coming. I just didn't know the details or the dates, and that's why I didn't share ahead of time. But I like to give my opinion on things so that you can go into this with an understanding. When this was presented to me a while ago, it was presented to me as a warehouse sale. I'm just putting on my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now, with that, that means this is not something they stocked for. This is not a sale they stocked for. This is a sale of excess items. Not that they're bad items. It just means that there are items that are going to sell out a lot quicker than others because, again, these are excess items. They didn't stock for this sale. That means the brushes everything is limited. I'm just going to call them all limited because I don't know the status of each item. Obviously, I'm just here to tell you about the stuff. I'm going to do my face the way I've been loving it because it's hot here. And I'm going to go into my pressed powder. This is the Vanilla Dust. I use the heck out of it. I love this stuff. I've used other setting powders, Coty Airspun, Laura Mercier. I've used MAC. I've used this is my favorite. But I'm prepping with it because powder, I'm maturing. I'm 43. My skin is losing its collagen. I need to start injecting myself with collagen. All right. If you prep with powder where you're oily, you won't create the texture you will when you lay it on top of your makeup because powder will always change the texture of your makeup. All right, these are my top favorites. I have top favorites in here. I recently played with a highlight color, Fiji, and that one is right here. Okay, this is a highlight color. I'm going to use it as a bronzer. I find Bella can pull very warm, and it's one of the biggest things people have been telling me, and I think it's because some of us are still kind of into our spring colors. We haven't gotten our summer sun, and they feel that Bella pulls warm. I pull extra warm quick. Fiji is more of a toasty bronze rather than a warm bronze. And so we're going to use that today. I'm going to use Stone Contour. I've been loving it as my corrector. It's less. It gets me out of the door faster. And in the summer, that's all we want is to get the heck out the door quicker. And I'm going to start with it. I'm using my detail brush, one of my favorites. And I'm just going to hit the top. And when you're using SEINT makeup, I want you to keep in mind, these are creams. These all work together. But these are all heavily pigmented. And everything in here is foundation. You don't have a foundation. It is a foundation system. And so my contour is giving me the coverage that I need. I'm just going to bridge it together here, bring it over. But I mean, I'm getting into summer. My colors are changing. I've gone from being Athens to being sandy to today I am hazel, and I love when I hit hazel level. When I hit hazel level, I'm a happy girl. We're going in, we're going to contour our nose, just like that. The nose, for me, is the hardest because I have a bump on my nose, and it drives me batty. Square it off, and then I'm just going to bring it together right where that bump is because, again, it drives me batty. We're just going to let myself have a big brown nose. Okay, I've got stuff. I've got acne scarring. I've got hyperpigmentation. Again, I'm 43. I got the stuff. We're going to go into my contour. Message me. This is what's nice about having a SEINT artist and not a Sephora consultant. I care. I care even after you buy. And I want to find a palette that fits for you. And I will help you find your contour that's going to do what Stone does for me. It might be Stone for you. But for me, I can go over my redness, over my scarring, over my hyperpigmentation, bringing it up, and it's going to give me that density that I like to lay under my makeup to hold it there, but it also matches my hyperpigmentation and mutes down my redness really good in a natural way. So again, I'm going to go into my contour area, and then I bring it onto my cheekbone a bit and up just to blend it out. And the nice thing about using this Fiji color is because it's a toasty bronze, it's going to work with my stuff too, whereas bronzer pulls it out. I'm so glad about this sale because it's made me dip into colors I haven't played with in a really long time. I've got Moscow on my lids, I've got Amethyst on my outer corners, and I've got Havana as my peekaboo brightness. So pretty. All right, so I've got my stone on, I'm ready to go, and I am going to show you this. Do you see how little there is here? Sorry, I was checking my microphone volume. I'm going to use everything in here. This is not replaceable yet. I still got a good amount of real estate because we use so little. I'm going to go in with the small end of my detail brush, and I'm going into White Peach. See, I haven't even hit my main foundation color because I don't need to. I'm going in between the brows, and then I'm going to push this up and over them. This will cancel out any of my redness. I think I'm going to be using White Peach year round. I love a good pop of brightness. I might eat my words, I don't know. But I'm just bringing this up into that contour. I'm going to take this brush and just bridge them together. This is giving me balance and dimension and coverage. And I haven't even hit a foundation color yet. I'm going to use this brush. I'm just going to pinch it to make it a line. I like showing the dip in. And I'm going to grab a little bit, and we're going to go right down the middle of my nose. This is going to help with that bump. I'm going to use my finger. It's easier. I'm going to go right down the middle, and that helps with the bump. If I use the brush, it just gets a little too wide, and I just need a little slip of brightness down my nose. Grabbing a little more, we're going to hit the Cupid's bow. You can underblend this. It's going to get blended when we do get into that main shade right here. All right. I'm going to go into Fiji. It's a highlight color. Here's the nice thing. Bella bronzer, again, warm, toasty. Bella's extra creamy. It's more creamy than the highlights, and it picks up easy. This one doesn't pick up as easily, so you have more control. I'm going to go into my blush and bronzer brush because it is my favorite for my blush and my bronzer. We're going to go into Fiji. We're going to tap into it, and I'm going to hit my bronzer area, and then I'm going to bring it up. And this just is toasty. It doesn't give that warm orange tone at all. And it's so pretty. It's just that little extra toast, okay? We're setting number 2 on the toaster with this, okay? We're not setting it on 4, the husband level. I don't know why men like burnt toast. But me, I like my marshmallows lightly toasted. I like my toast lightly toasted. Just a little crunch. I don't need to go crazy. All right, we're not trying to cut the gums here with our toast, but men love that. All right, that's all I'm going to do. But it just makes this nice toasty color. I'm going to actually grab it with the fluffy end here, pick it up, grabbing it, and I can go right here, and it's toasty. It's not going to turn my neck orange. It's not. All right, next I'm going to go in to balm, and we're going to prep our eyes because now we're going to start getting into the things. And I'm going to me, summer is all about being toasty and bronzy, and I love it. And so that's the colors I'm going to use is to get you into that toasty, bronzy summer look that you want when you're going to hang out with friends, when you're sitting on a deck at a restaurant eating, when you're at a vineyard, when you're at a barbecue, whatever your summer plan is. If you want to be toasty, these are the colors I recommend. So go get Fiji on the sale. It's such a pretty bronzy color that's toasty and more control over Bella. More control over Bella. All right, I've got the balm under my eyes. I'm going to grab a little bit of my Frenchie, my tried and true. This is not part of the sale, but I think everybody needs to have Frenchie in their palette. It's good for more than one thing. You could pop it under I've seen people put their concealers with a blush under their eye. This gives you that same look, but less product. So I just sweep it really thin over my discoloration. But it's also good for blush when you want something punchy like Jolene, which is really pretty and part of the sale. You can wear Jolene with stuff. You just need to use it with Frenchie. That's it. I am going to add a little bit right here. This is my scarring. All right. Let's get into our main highlight finally. Okay, we're going to get into the main highlight finally. I'm going to use the detail brush. This is Hazel. I want you to remember the swatches on the site can be very misleading, but also when we swatch for you, we're wanting to show you the truest pigment. This is going to get blended out around my face. It's not the truest pigment. We're going to be blending it out. So I'm going to pop this right down here. Watch how this just blends out. So this is Hazel. We're going to go right up here. It's not what it looked like on my arm. It is not. And you want to tap lightly. These are creamier and you want that control. You don't want to turn into a frosting face. This is a high texture area. We talk, we smile, we laugh, we cry, where our expressions are here. This is where the most movement is, so it can easily get textured. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit, but look at how it just evens out that skin tone. If you need to grab a touch more, I'm going to touch that up a little bit. Look at how pretty that is. It just evens it out. Evens it out and makes it look finished. Grabbing some of that Hazel, We're going to go again and just eat. Oh, I love when my highlight hits hazel and when I have the best match because it looks like an eraser. It's erasing the things. Coming up into that crease and just up a little bit. I have that Frenchie there, so I don't need to put too much on. And then I blend it into the chin, cancel out that redness, and then I'm going to go into that brightening. And I'm just blending that brightening out, and it blends in. You see how it has that little look of reflection? That's what we want. That's what we want. I am going to switch to the blend brush. Maybe. Sorry. Where is it? We're going to go to the detail brush on the small end. And I am going to go under my trough here, and I'm going to come up. And I just start under the trough, straight up into that inner corner, and then up the orbital bone. Tap as you need. Don't try to load the brush up to do this. You just want to tap as you need. Easy peasy. Look at how pretty that is. And then we're going to start adding our blush, and it's just going to be chef's kiss on the face. I love summer makeup. I love summer makeup because it makes everything fun and fresh, and I just feel, summer makes me feel alive. But then I put my makeup on. Oh, talk about alive. All right, we're going in. I'm just light. The name of the game for summer is light and balanced. Light and balanced. We're not trying to be crazy bold. All right, we're going to go in, and I'm going to go into one of my favorite lip and cheek colors, Rosewood. Remember that toasty color that we want for summer? Rosewood, part of the sale. So we're going to go into this. We're going to tap some on, and I start at the top. Ooh, top of the cheekbone, and then I'm going to smile. I'm going to bring it down to that Frenchie. This works with my hyperpigmentation. I always bring my blush up to my temple. It's the gem and the holograms in me. I don't know. Look at how pretty and bronzy that is. It's so good. All right, grabbing into that rosewood, top of the cheekbone. Oh, and the way that it works with Fiji, I just like a bronzy cheek. That Frenchie gives that touch of peachy pink. Oh, that is good stuff. I'm going to take that detail brush, and I'm just going to use the small end to sweep down my brightening, just because I get a little out of sorts there. Okay, we're going to contour the lips. Putting that bronzer under the lip. It's really outer lining with bronzer. That's all you're doing here. We've all been guilty of outer lining our lips. Stop. Don't outer line with a hard line. Outer line with a soft contour. Grab a little bit of brightening, and we're going to donut our face here. Just a little bit of powdered donut out here. We tap it out like, oh, I just ate a donut. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we're going to line our lips, and I'm going to use a really pretty combo. Out of the sale, Hopelessly Devoted is this gorgeous frosty pink. It's great. I keep it in my purse. I give it as gifts to everybody because it's a great standalone. It's not going to be my standalone, but that is beautiful all by itself. No liner. You just want something simple but special. Hopelessly Devoted. Part of the sale. Definitely worth it. This is Ibiza. This is what I'm going to pair it with today. But Tango. These are my three top picks for the lip and cheeks. Ibiza, Hopelessly Devoted, and Tango for your lips. For your lips. The nice thing about using a cream makeup, I don't need an illuminator. My skin texture creates almost flecks. Think of your texture as little tiny flecks built into your skin, and then you put a cream on it and it illuminates without shimmer. I'm not a big shimmer fan, but that's me. Okay, we're going to go in. I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to use a non-sale item, and it is Renaissance because it is so much cheaper than MAC Half Red. It's not half the price, but it's close, which means it's basically free. Girl math. Okay, we're going to go in to Renaissance. I load this up, and we're going to hug the edge. Our toes are over the diving board on this, okay? And we're going to hit that lip Cupid's bow first. I love focusing on that Cupid's bow. This is the toes over the edge area, okay? Toes over the edge here. When you outer line with a bronzer that's blended, it's going to make them look like they have a curl. Your liner is going to give that fullness. So we toes over the edge, okay? On the Cupid's bow. On the fishy face part of the lips, okay? Fishy face part of the lips. Renaissance goes with everything. I know it's really dark. I know it's really scary. Whatever. Okay, toes over the edge here. And then we live on the side. Just whatever's left on the brush. Okay? Blend it into the lip. Let it be a good thickness. Okay, now we can go in. I need to wipe off. I had Tango on yesterday. It's so gorgeous. It's such a pretty color. Okay, we're going to go into Ibiza. We're just going to swirl, swirl, swirl this around, and we're going to add it. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty on its own. So pretty on its own. But mixing it with Renaissance. Everything is better with Renaissance. I'm sorry it's not part of the sale. Sorry. But it is worth every penny, and it will last you. I've had this for years. I'm not even I'm not even close to 10. All right, we're just blending this in to Renaissance. Look at how neutral that is if you're looking for a good nude lip. Lately, when I see pictures of myself with lipstick, I'm just like, I need a nude. I need a neutral. Ibiza. It's creamy. It's really nice. It isn't as easy to pick up, which is nice because it can be thin, and then you could take something like Hopelessly Devoted. I'm going to start on the middle and just tap this out. Oh! Ooh! So, Ibiza is, I say so many times. Ibiza is a semi-gloss rather than, let's look at these. This is the best way to explain it. So Ibiza, I'm killing myself with the so's. Ibiza is a semi-gloss. Tango is a gloss. And so is Hopelessly Devoted. I love layering these on top. This is a beautiful barbecue look. Going to the beach look. You're going to a beachy dinner. I love these colors together. So let's set, setting. Taking my Charlotte Tilbury. I am going to take my powder and I'm going to tap in with a fluffy brush and start on the outside. Never directly apply fresh powder to the middle of your face. Your pores are there. Your lines are there. Your movement, your texture will show the most. And then you can bring it to the middle when you think it's empty. But you want the most minimal amount of powder on the mid. And I'm oily. Now it's makeup, not magic. And if you are oily, keep a powder with you and go to Amazon and get one of these little poofs and just keep them together. You get a cute sachet bag when you order our tins, and this fits in them with it. And you don't even need to have an extra palette, okay? I'm going to reset this because I don't want any texture from my powder. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush and press it in. Anytime you're applying your blushes or anything, I want you to underblend, because when you start tapping in your powders or pressing in your setting spray, if you have dry skin, SEINT setting spray is really good, but still take that fluffy brush and press it in. It marries everything together, and then it'll blend it down just a bit more. And if you blend it all where you like it, and then you tap over with a brush, you may blend it away. So if you're coming at me saying, I'm not seeing the color, try under blending and then setting. This is my bronzy summer look. Toasted bronze. You want these colors. All right, let's go over the colors I used that you need. You know I love telling y'all what you need, and what you need. Balm. You could grab balm if you feel like you need extra glow. Everybody's into this glazed look. It's not shimmer. It's just taking a balm and adding that little bit. Oh, it's good. Anyways, balm. It's not part of the sale, but if we're going to talk about just the sale items, what you need is Fiji Highlight. It's on sale. 40% off. These are already just $16 a color, so this price is really good. Fiji. Tango, Hopelessly Devoted, Rosewood, Ibiza. Part of the sale. Definitely want it. If you are my customer, send me a list. I'm staying up late for my customers. I'm going to stay up until the drop, which is midnight Mountain Time. So for my Eastern customers, that's 2 a.m. I will be staying up for you, and I will create a custom list for you. If it reaches $200, I'm going to create you your own loyalty link. I have something in my eye. But I will create you your own loyalty link, and I will send it to you, and it will be ready when you wake up in the morning. Let me shop for you. Let me stay up late for you. I'll have an extra cup of coffee for myself. That's it. That's my face. Have a great day.